Greetings, salutations, and how are you? It's time for another, I just feel like, nostalgic review from my childhood. And this time we're back at Dinosaur story, starring John Goodman, Charles Fleischer, Julia Child, and Walter Cronkite. That's supposed to be the mustache. Walter Cronkite. And it tells the story of a futuristic inventor named Professor New Eyes, voiced by Walter Cronkite, who goes back to the dinosaur ages and picks up 4 dinosaurs and gives them his invention, Brain Grain, which gives the dinosaurs a brains. So they're no longer the carnivores as they could be. I do have a problem with this, though. Woog, the Triceratops, is eating hot dogs. Triceratops are herbivores. They eat vegetables and leaves. They do not eat meat. The only 2 dinosaurs that should be eating the hot dogs are Rex, because it's a T-Rex, and Elsa, because she's a pterodactyl, and they are omnivorous. They eat both. But you have a Triceratops, which is a herbivore, and whatever. I think Dweeb is supposed to be a Parasaurus, which is also an herbivore. So why are they eating hot dogs? I don't know. It's a kids movie, I know, but it just never made sense to me. Especially when I grew up and found out, what they classify as, and then, Triceratops don't eat hot dogs. Okay? They're herbivores. They eat leaves. But anyway, so they are dropped in the middle of New York, like in the harbor, like the Hudson River, I think. And they're just dropped there because Professor New Eyes has a wish machine. And apparently all the kids, because they only go for children because they have the best wishes apparently, want to see real live dinosaurs. So the task is to go to Earth and find Professor Fleeb, voiced by Julia Child, so that she can take them to, and I'm not kidding, this is how they say it, the Museum of Natural History. Bing! But of course, they keep missing her, despite the fact that they're giant freaking dinosaurs. But we wouldn't have a wacky adventure if they didn't miss each other. Along the way, they meet a young boy trying to run away to the circus named Louis, voiced by Joey Shea, and another girl named Cecilia. Cecilia, you're breaking my heart. I'm breaking my confidence, baby. Oh, Cecilia. Okay, I'm done. And she wants to run away too because and this is so stupid. Her parents have gone on vacation and left her alone in their wonderful penthouse apartment. First of all, I understand they want to explain that she has bad parents. But what parent? We're going on okay, you can go on vacation without your children, that's fine. But leaving them alone without anyone to take care of them. No babysitter, no other family member to go stay with. Just, no, we're going to go by and leave them. No, that's never made any sense to me. I understand you want to portray that they're bad parents, but that's just stupid. No parent in their right mind would leave their child alone just to go on vacation. And if they do, they're bad parents. And for what we see in these pictures, they're a happy-looking family. So I don't understand why they would just leave her behind. I don't know. Because of this, she decides to run away with Louie to the circus. Now, the dinosaurs are warned by Professor New Eyes that his brother, Professor Screw Eyes, yes, that is his real name, is also on Earth and is a very, very bad person. And wouldn't you know it, he just happens to be in charge of a circus that Louie and Cecilia are running away to. And despite the fact that Rex keeps telling them to turn back, they don't, and Professor Screw Eyes, which he's actually got a screw eye. So was he born with that, or I don't know. He turns the kids into monkeys after forcing them to sign a contract with blood that turns them magically into their names. I don't know, but they only signed their first names, so that's not legally binding. To legally bind a contract, you have to sign your full name. Signing your first name, anyone can be named Louie. Anyone can be named Cecilia. You have to sign your whole name. They signed their first names pop up, which means that's not legally binding. You get a lawyer, you go to court. Your Honor, it just says Louie. It just says Cecilia. There's no last name. You cannot prove that it is my clients that signed this contract. Yes, they could do a thing with, if this was a normal court case, they could say, we have handwriting samples from your client. So it's blood, right? We have blood sample, blood test. But come on. That wouldn't hold up in a court of law. Just saying. But dinosaurs show up and Professor Screw-Eyes gets an idea. He'll let them out of their contract if the dinosaurs work for him. Rex agrees, and he gives them the counteracting to the brain drain, which turns them back to their domineering dinosaur selves. Which, yes. And yeah, but, and this is really just, so Louie and Cecilia are free to go, but they stay to try to save the dinosaurs. And how do they save the dinosaurs? By somehow getting Rex to revert back to his brain grain form, somehow by pleading with him. The only thing I could ever think of with this is that the brain drain wasn't permanent, and at this specific point, it wore off. That's all I can think of. Is that the brain drain was a permanent solution, brain drain was not, and it, wore off. That's all I can ever think of. And then, Screw Eyes, his whole circus is about fear. But what is he afraid of? Being alone, and then the crows eat him. I'm not kidding. He is covered by a flock of crows, and when they fly away, all that's left is his screw eyeball, which the crow picks up and flies away with. It's dark. And then they find Dr. Fleeb, because New Eyes shows up and directly brings him there, which is what he should have done in the first place, but we wouldn't have had this wacky adventure movie. And Louie and Cecilia decide to go back to their families. They become friends, and now the dinosaurs are at the museum, happily ever after. By the way, this movie is framed as Rex is golfing, somehow, and telling this story to a baby bird who wants to run away from home. The baby bird decides to stay with its mother, voiced by Rhea Perlman, And yes. So, that's it. We're back at Dinosaur Story. Nothing special right home. Although I do feel like I'm forgetting something. Roll back the rock to the dawn of time when the rains and the lava flow. Roll back the rock to the dawn of time and sing this song with me. Roll back the rock, roll back the rock. Turn back the clock, turn back the clock. Roll back the rock to the dawn of time and sing this song with me. Yes, I did not mention the parade scene where the dinosaurs first make their presence known to the humans, in which John Goodman sings a song, Roll Back the Rock. And it's probably one of my favorite songs when I was a kid, listening to that and stuff. It's a fantastic scene, my favorite scene in the movie. Excuse me. But yes, it's actually this scene that's on the cover right here. Roll back the rock. But, yeah. But, yes, it is a very good animated film. I'd show it to you kids. It actually goes pretty fast. The pacing, even though it seems like you start watching this, and you see that, they're playing this cat and mouse game with Dr. Fleeb about how, they keep missing each other. Like, is this going to go on for the whole movie? But it really, the pacing is actually pretty good. Like, it's only an hour and 11 minutes, which is only 2 minutes longer than Land Before Time. And to be honest, I always thought this was a Don Bluth film. It's not. It was actually directed by 4 people. But credited it in the film, it said Dick Zondag and Simon Wells were the ones who directed it. There's 2 others too. Rob Zondag and Phil Niblink. I don't know, but this was fantastic. And yes, it says in the back, HD picture and theater quality sound. 15 touchscreen. Sound was fantastic. That dancing was great. Absolutely. I'm going to give this 8 out of 10. It's a great film. Not the best animated film. There are some out there better. But I enjoy it. So what are your thoughts on We're Back? A Dinosaur Story. Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. That was a yawn that turned into my impression of Woog. Thank you for watching. I've been Yanni. Scotty. Just go. Bye-bye. Just go. Go. You're still here? Go bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.